M0FXB. As you know, I'm a massive fan of the Hubnet system, links, gateways, repeaters, individual users. You can come in via analog, D-Star, DMR Fusion. It's a fantastic system. And part of that system is G7RPG, who has created a new audio test facility. And of course, we have to thank M0HOY as well. So let's have a look at some of these audio tests. When using a G7 RPG node, you get this control panel. And I do love this panel. So it's so simple. So we can connect to Hubnet. We can just click here. I've got a couple of radios here that I'm going to test. One that I know has got low audio, which is the Retivis C1. I can adjust it. And then the TRD radio H3. And I really believe that if you haven't got a H3, you're completely mad because they're very low priced and they just work great. But anyway, so we can connect to Hubnet just by clicking here.
Charlie Foxtrot Papa over.
Now remember, this is a budget analog radio.
M7, PVF returning. I'm operating through a gateway
So I'll disconnect. But we can talk to people anywhere in the world right now with our cheap radios. We do need our ham radio license. But how excellent is that? There's also an audio test, which the number for the node, because we've all got node numbers. I've got a node number, you've got a node number, and we're all coming in with different node numbers. Unless we're bridging across from the digital system. So if we go to audio test here, 40894.
Welcome to the Hubnet Parrot node. This node analyzes your audio level and then plays it back to you. M0FXB.
Now I'm presuming it's 40894, but there is another number, 2021, that's in use. And you can see there, so if I talk now, it's going to, and this is updated already, because before it would just echo. Now it actually it sort of talks to you. Watch what happens. M0FXB test.
Your audio is perfect. Here is your playback.
M0FXB test. Okay. You can see that. Now let me just turn that one down. Now I know the audio on this C1, although it's a beautiful radio, the audio on this is quite low. So let's just turn it up. And when I say audio, what I mean is that the pickup, the mic gain is a bit low. So here you go, not the speaker, that's really loud. So here goes, I'm just going to talk the usual distance and you hear what it does. M0FXB test.
Audio is low. Here is your playback.
M0FXB test. And it is low, yeah? It's audible, but it's low. So, okay, so now let's move over to the 2021 system. And there is another new link here, g7rpg.hubnet.uk/parrot/. And you'll see already that it's got all my previous recordings there, but I can play them back at will, and it keeps them for 24 hours. I'm going to show you that. First of all, I'm going to show you the Supermon. So when you're on this panel here, you can go down, click Supermon, and it gives me this panel. And when I'm logged in, I can put in a number. So I'm going to put in 2021 and connect. I think I'll disconnect all the other ones first. So we'll go back to this window and then go disconnect all, because that's something we've done that before, where you log in on your audio test and you're still logged in on Hubnet and everyone hears you doing your audio test. I think that can still happen. So we disconnected everything. We've gone across to Supermon, which is another way of connecting, you know, to nodes. And there are different versions as well. And we're going to go to connect on 2021. Now listen what the radio says.
You connected to the Hubnet Parrot Link. Let's see if we can get you sorted. Speak clearly, in a normal voice, and you'll hear your audio along with a brief message of how Parrot hears your transmission. Speak now.
And that's G0MK's voice, Dave. And thank you, Dave, because Dave gets a lot of stick, but I tell you now, he is there every day, and thank you, Dave, because it makes a big difference to just keep the bad behavior off, you know. Have some etiquette and leaving gaps between audios, and just the usual jumping in when someone's having a nice chat, and then just jumping in and barging in and going, can I have an audio test? I mean, come on. there's got to be some sort of manners and politeness to this whole thing, and obviously swearing and things like that. So massive thanks, Dave. Always appreciate it. And I do always take your tips when you say, oh, there's a busy HF frequency. I do turn my radio on and go to it. Thank you. So anyway, so 2021 connect. We're already connected. So we're going to grab the other radio. Well, let's do them both. And so we're going to go M0FXB test. That's the low audio.
That's great sounding audio. You'd be fine in my log. Here's a playback of how you sounded. M0FXB test.
So luckily, it was fine on that one, the low audio device. M0FXB test. This is my H3 Plus, the new model.
That's great sounding audio. You'd be fine in my log. Here's a playback of how you sounded. M0FXB test.
Let's try it from a distance a minute. So I go... sorry you can't hear it, I just want it to be quiet. M0FXB test.
At this stage, I find your audio quite low. Try adjusting your microphone gain and try again. Here's a playback of how you came through to me.
It's like AI, but instead of AI, it's D0MK. So, right, okay, so now, there's a new link, the Parrot Link. Now, this isn't as it comes. Normally, this will be blank. So, to hear back the test that you've been making, put in your node number. So, I've got 539011, hit search. And it's going to find all the recordings. Now, it says here it keeps them for 24 hours, okay? So, let's go to the one at the bottom. And we get this very boring screen, but it's there. Do that again. Let's go to the top one.
M0FXB 12345.
And so we have this as well. The other interesting one that I was doing, if I disconnect all, was the number 55553. Because Peter gave me that number. So if I go into here, I'm going to find it, Supermon, and then connect.
Node 55553 connected to M0FXB.
And please remember to disconnect everything when you finish doing this. M0FXB test. M0FXB test. This is the Retevis C1, by the way. No, we didn't get a comeback on that. It did do it earlier. Let's try my other one. M0FXB test. M0FXB test. Oh, it's not letting me do it on that one. So if we go back, we'll finish the video now anyway. Disconnect all. The question I've got for Peter, if he's watching this video, when we click audio test, which I just did.
Welcome to the Hubnet Parrot node. This node analyzes your audio level and then plays it back to you. M0FXB.
Is it taking us to 2021 or 40894? Because I notice on the 2021 you've got Dave's voice. On this one you've got the lady's voice. And I'm guessing you're going to put another tile here, possibly, for the 2021. But look, there's a lot you can do with this anyway. So thanks very much. Please become part of the Hubnet community. And there is a Hubnet monitor. You can see all the stations coming in and out as well. There you go. Live links, different repeaters, different gateways, it'll be the best thing you ever did, ever. And it is, if you get a node, and you can build your own node, you know, and there's other people that sell nodes, yeah, you choose. It will be the best thing you've got. And I've got a mini one here. Let me show you. This little thing has actually got a radio built into it. Look at that, Peter. Of course, it's just a matter of getting a Bofung AAA, which is in there, which is a real radio in there, connected to a Raspberry Pi, and then configuring it. But that would be quite fiddly. But anyway, the one that I use all the time, every day, and right now, all those tests. Can you hear that? There's no whine or anything on mine because I just added some circuit cleaner to the USB fob, cleaned it up, and it's fine. It's been perfect. You get all the backup with G7. You get the community helping you on Hubnet, and they will help you. You come in with a question on Hubnet, and 20 people will try and help you. That's Hubnet. That gives you an idea what Hubnet's about. Thank you, M0HOY. Thank you, G7RPG, OMK, and anyone else that is part of the Hubnet system. They have a yearly sort of get-together, I believe, as well. And just check out the website. And thank you, 73. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. Remember, the difference between me and all other, not all, many other YouTubers is that I am, number one, a ham radio operator, then a YouTuber. 73, all the best. Bye for now. And yeah, I do CB. Sorry. Bye for now.